Hey folks, welcome to another episode of Hey Big Grilling. Now we're going to be out here on the grilling shack using the old Blackstone today. We're going to make some Cowboy burgers. So let's get started. Folks, so we got our burgers here. We're going to prep them. Now, first off, I'm going to use some Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. You can use whatever barbecue sauce you want as the binder, but I'm going to put me a little dab of it here on each burger patty. Then I'm gonna take my brush and just kind of brush that in. That barbecue sauce is just gonna be our binder for the seasoning to stick to. Now we're gonna come in with our seasoning. Now, I cannot think of a better seasoning to use on the Cowboy burger than Granny Moore's Gangsteer rub. Folks, I'm using this A, because it's the perfect name for the burger that I'm going for tonight. But B, when it comes to steak or burgers, I'll swear by this seasoning all day long. Very good seasoning, not overpowering, but gives a perfect flavor to your steak or burger. Folks, now I got me about 8 strips of bacon here. What I'm gonna do, take me a knife, and I'm gonna cut them right in the center, and I'm gonna put them on the pan as well. All right, folks, so we got both of our burners set to a medium heat. Now put me a little thin layer of oil on here. Gonna let this start to heat up. All right, we're gonna start throwing our bacon down. And that bacon will let me know when our oil is getting hot, that's for sure. Our surface is getting hot. So we're gonna start cooking our bacon and relying on that bacon grease to help keep the top of this cast iron nice and wet. Now me myself, I'm a crispy bacon guy, right? But if I'm having it on a burger, I don't like my bacon to be as crispy as I do if I'm having it for breakfast. I know that probably don't make a lot of sense, but how do y'all like your bacon? All right, as the bacon gets to where I want it, I'm gonna put them on that tray. Now that we got some room opened up, we're gonna start sitting our patties down onto the Blackstone, start cooking them. All right, so we had to retreat to the house. It wasn't supposed to rain anymore, so we're gonna finish these burgers up in the skillet. All right, so to go with our Cowboy burger, I took an onion and I'm cutting it in slices as thin as I can get it without cutting my fingers. All right, like that. Now I'm gonna take the onions and I'm just gonna poke them through the middle. I'm gonna separate the rings here, just like so. All right, now that we got our onion rings cut, we're gonna set up a breading station. Here we're gonna add 1 1/4 cups of flour into this bowl. And we're gonna sprinkle in some salt. Now this is to preference, no measurement. And then I'm gonna sprinkle in just a little bit of cayenne pepper. Just kind of give it a little bit of bite. But again, that's the preference, no measurement. Then just stir those ingredients around. Mix them in together. And I'm using the whisk because we're going to be using that here in just a second. Then in this bowl, I'm going to add 1 cup of milk, followed by 1 egg. Add that in. Then we're going to whisk this in together. Now I've got me a deep pan here. Now I added just enough vegetable oil into it to where when I add the onion rings into it, it's deep enough to cover the onion ring. I set our heat to about a medium to medium-high heat. Now you want your oil to be about 365 degrees. Now I'm using an infrared instant thermometer to track my temperature. All right, folks, so we're almost there. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our onion rings, we're gonna put them in our flour first. We're gonna get them good and coated in this flour. And then we're gonna put them in our egg wash. And then back into our flour. Get them good and coated with flour. making a mess. Then we're gonna put them into our frying pan. And we're only gonna cook these for about 4 minutes. All right, so these are the onion rings that have come out. Folks, so this is the Cowboy burger. So I'm gonna add me a little bit of barbecue sauce onto the bottom bun. Now we decided not to toast the buns tonight. On this half of the bun, I spread me a little bit of Miracle Whip on there. So now we're going to, next we're gonna add our burger patty. We're gonna follow that up with a few strips of bacon. Our cheese is still a little bit gooey, so that bacon just presses down into the cheese. Next, we're gonna add a couple of these beautiful onion rings onto the burger. Now, it can't be a Cowboy burger without a couple of these slices of jalapeños, and they'll fit down perfectly down inside the onion ring. Folks, I almost forgot. Then we're gonna top it off with a fried egg. Still a little bit gooey, just the way I like it. Alrighty, folks, now that is a ginormous burger. Alright, folks, we're gonna attempt to give this dude that all-important taste test, but I don't know that my mouth is quite that big. Wildcat jokes. Boy, oh boy, that's a dang good burger. So many flavors. You can still, even with all the things we put on there, you can still taste that gangster. Very good seasoning. The barbecue sauce, the egg, the onion rings. The onion rings taste great. Cheese. Folks, this is just a good burger. So y'all please, let me know what you think of the video. Y'all please like, subscribe, and we'll see y'all later.